When I was a teen in high school, for some reason, I tended to contemplate life. I think it was due to the early death of my grandma. I wasn't satisfied with reality around me. Life was boring, stale, and meaningless to me. I wanted more out of life. Not a girl, not a happy feeling, and certainly not material possessions. I wanted relevance and meaning to my life. I cast off the religion of my mother, Christianity. I went in search of what was real truth of life and reality around us. I didn't want what just worked for me, but I wanted what actual truth about God and life, whether I liked the answer or not. I went to Sikhism, Buddhism, Mormonism, atheism, paganism, Wiccan, Jehovah's Witness, Catholicism, Christianity, philosophies, and other different ways of life. I wanted to see if the party life was the thing that would give life meaning or satisfaction. So I drank, I did drugs, I had sex with girls, etc. Christ was the thing that I actually truly experienced as reality. Once I was born again, I began to be transformed from the inside out. My heart began to desire and long for what God's heart desired and longed for. I wanted to change this world upside down. God has put a vision in my heart, a dream, I suppose you'd call it. It's a generation that isn't satisfied with living the common quo and the repetitive habits and cycles of abuse in their families and world. A dream of young people deciding to live every second of their life to change the world for God's glory. To turn this world upside down, to cast off the shackles of stereotypes, abuse, pain, laziness, complacency, and apathy. I believe that God has not called you and I to just sit back and be afraid of change and be comfortable. I believe God has made us to be an actual world-changing generation. I believe that with all my heart. I believe our God is bigger than we think, and all he needs is our hearts. I believe that nothing is too big for him, and if we call on him, he will actually show up and do things that will blow our minds. God has not made a people with a spirit of fear leading back to slavery, but one of love and power and a sound mind. No one in the Bible who did epic things were ready for it or had any special training or anything. But God chose them and used them like crazy. That's a hard thing that I've struggled with. But I've realized that God will use the people you least expect for his most glory. Whether you are handicapped, low IQ, a loser, an outcast, a weirdo, an introvert, a horrible sinner, or anything, it doesn't matter. All he needs is an abandoned heart. I've learned this. I grew up a black sheep, horribly introverted at times, and never fitting in. God told me one day that all he needed was my heart, just like David, Joseph, Moses, Gideon, Esther, and so on and so forth. It's the same with you and I. I've realized that all God needs is my heart. I imagine myself kneeling at the cross and laying down all the things I love. I hold on to, I feel, and everything, and surrendering to him no matter what he wants from me, no matter what. I'm not satisfied with the life I'm living and the world around me. I want more. I'm not satisfied seeing so many people hurting and living cold. I want more. I'm not satisfied just coming to church or just reading my Bible. I want more. I'm not satisfied just worshiping God with my lips and getting tingly feelings. I want more. Life is too short to be wasted. I'm not satisfied with the way life is around me. I'm not satisfied with the apathy and hurt around me. I'm not satisfied knowing God's heart for people and not acting on it. I'm not satisfied just sitting back and doing nothing. I want more. Thank you.